This is The Process Shot. I'm Michael. I'm stuck in a haunted movie theater, and I've seen Everything to Me, a short documentary from last year directed by Guillem. It's also my first surfing documentary of the year, which isn't a bad thing, but I did get a lot of them last time. Anyways, this one at least focuses on a surfer, Josh from Jeffreys Bay in South Africa, who grew up in an impoverished township where, for most kids, the only way out was through joining a gang. For Josh, he took up surfing, and throughout the film he talks about this lifestyle, the local surfing scene and how it has changed over time, his own history and the tragedies he's faced, and his hopes for the future for both the local surfing scene and his own dreams and desires. Yeah, surfing itself isn't a focus at all in this short, which is a nice relief on my end. There's still plenty of it though, of course, but the primary focus is on Josh and what drew him to the sport in the first place, as well as where it has taken him. It's a pretty straightforward portrait, speaking more about his upbringing and home life over his take on surfing or presenting a narrative story. That's entirely fine in this context, since the purpose of this short seems to be directed towards presenting his home and how, despite its third world status, he and others are still able to find first world comforts, in a way bringing surfing to a universal level that touches upon the exhilaration and thrill felt in the sport, rather than anything more competitive or seeking glory or fame or whatever. Just as much, it also takes the viewer down to Josh's level to see the dangers that he and his family have faced and how this world has affected him directly and even influenced him to take up surfing. On a technical level, the movie accomplishes this with some pretty good cinematography, keeping things literally grounded and presenting Jeffreys Bay as it is, shanty towns and all. Naturally, the clustered nature of all of these houses are contrasted by the openness of the ocean and the freedom of the surf, with a more subtle idea of there being a horizon where Josh's future waits. On a similar note, one of the biggest takeaways from the film is how Josh hopes to use whatever successes and lessons he learns to influence young people and kids in his community, teaching them how to surf or even skate, and giving them something to turn to instead of the gangster lifestyle that has only led to tragedy for himself, his friends and family, and others in the town. As such, at its core, the message is one of overcoming obstacles placed against you in your path towards achieving your dreams, which may seem like an oversimplification, but is also clearly just as universal in its concept as surfing itself, even if surfing isn't actually featured all that much. Everything to Me, Guillem, 2022. 4 stars. I'd say it's worth giving a watch. That's it for this review. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. I guess this isn't a surf movie after all. I don't know why I was so worried about it then. Maybe I've trained myself to fear surfboards.